Hello, and welcome to the Hugh Hodgson School of Music Undergraduate Admissions Overview. My name is Abigail Butcher, and I am one of the interim undergraduate admissions officers working at the school. And I'm here today to walk you through the application and audition process here at the school. The first thing I like to stress with prospective students is there is not one but two applications to contend with. The first is to the university as a whole. Information concerning that process can be found by following this link here. It's important to note that prospective music students need to initiate that application process first, as it generates what is known as an 811 or student identification number, which is needed to complete the School of Music application. Also, please note that all materials to the School of Music are due by the deadline stipulated here. So now let's scroll down and deal with the mechanics of the application itself. The first thing of note is just generally some guidance concerning the degree plans that you intend to major in. I always encourage prospective students to review those specific requirements. Information can be found here or by following our bulletin. And the second aspect of the application is entirely voluntary, but I always stress its importance, and it is a preliminary musical assessment, and it gives prospective students an opportunity to receive feedback concerning their musical aptitude, letting them know whether or not they're compatible with the expectations of the area faculty, and it also gives prospective students an opportunity to build a rapport with an instructor that they may end up spending 4 years of their life working under. So it's an excellent way to see whether or not you're compatible with that individual. In order to schedule one of those assessments, you will need to contact the instructor himself. So you will need to follow this link right here. This will bring you to an area page, and say, for example, you are a prospective vocal student. So let's click on the Voice tab. This will bring up the voice area page, and I always encourage applicants to reach out to the area chair. So for example, Gregory Broughton is the area chair of the voice area, so let's click on his link, which will bring up his bio page, which has some really wonderful detailed personal information as well as his illustrious resume. On the right hand side you will see some contact information provided, and you would just send this professor an email wanting to schedule a preliminary assessment. So let's scroll back and return to the application process itself. The second aspect is probably one of the most important, which is concerning the audition repertoire. And as I was stressing the importance of the preliminary musical assessment, I believe the repertoire sort of builds upon that level of importance because it gives prospective students an opportunity to ask questions about the repertoire requirements. Those specific requirements are found by following this link here. This page has some really wonderful information. But if we scroll all the way down to the bottom, you will find the voice link, as we are a prospective voice student. And then we will see the repertoire requirements listed here. If we scroll down to the bottom, we will also see all of the audition dates associated with prospective vocal students. Prospective students will have an opportunity to choose one of these 4 dates when they fill out their application. However, the specific time in which they audition is actually scheduled either with an area instructor or with the School of Music staff, which I will elaborate on a little bit later. So let's continue on. Right here in step 4, we just have a live link to our School of Music application. And then this has some information concerning the letters of recommendation. There is a form right here that we request recommenders to fill out. And then, of course, the music resume, which can highlight your musical abilities thus far. All of these materials can be sent in a PDF format, or you can send them through snail mail. We'll accept them in either way. And then the last aspect is concerning the audition time itself. And essentially it works like this. If you are applying for spring 2015 admittance, you will want to schedule your audition through the area faculty, and their contact information is available through following this link here. But if you are applying for fall 2015 admission, you'll want to contact the School of Music staff directly here. If you do that, we will send you a personalized itinerary of your audition day. And more information concerning what that audition day will look like can actually be found by following this link here. It just details what to expect, it provides some directions, and also has a listing of local amenities, either on campus or off campus, that we hope you take advantage of. So let us scroll back here to our main page. And I just want to stress before I leave you that we have different pages dedicated to your status as a prospective student. So we have information concerning first year needs. We also have some very intensive information for transfer students, as they have a lot of special needs as well. So please review that very carefully, as well as for international students. Lastly, you'll find financial aid opportunities, and we also have a tab for prospective students who wish to actually meet with School of Music staff or perhaps tour facilities prior to their audition, which is this Visit the HUE tab. So you'll want to click on that. And if you scroll down, you'll find a listing of our info sessions, which are detailed right here. It's an excellent opportunity to hear yet again an overview of the application process, but also an in-depth analysis of all of the degree plans that we have offered. And it also gives prospective families and students an opportunity to ask more personalized questions. Well, that wraps up essentially our application and audition process. I hope you found all of this information incredibly informative. We want to thank you for your time that you have given us, and we look forward to reviewing your application and your audition. Thanks again.